Hello everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to my Beautiful Nights channel. For this video, I wanted to show you guys some finished jewelry that I made with the curated bead box. And the theme for this box is called Serengeti. I just got this box a few days ago, and these are the designs that I made. I'm going to show you my leftovers, because it's crazy. I have 3 lobster claws left. Crimp beads, I didn't count them. And 1 giraffe, and the only reason why I didn't use him is because the bail, the loop, was broken. See it? So I couldn't use it. I have a jump ring and then a little infinity piece that I made with a head pin. That's it. That's my leftovers. Oh, and I have bags if you even want to count those. I will reuse these bags. But yeah, I used everything. I don't have any beads at all left over, and I just thought that was crazy that I actually managed to do that. The first thing I created was the necklace. I was in love with the elephant, and when I got the elephant, he has this little mark on his head for like a cabochon, and so I went through my cabs and I found one little green cabochon that fit in his head perfectly. It was meant to be. It was crazy. I couldn't believe I found it. So I glued that in with the E6000, and it matched the rest of the beads I was using in the necklace. And I actually made a bail here. I could have just used a jump ring, but it was sitting kind of funny, so I made my own bail with a head pin. I kind of did like an infinity symbol, like a figure 8 with a wire, but I made one much larger. I used bail making pliers than the other, so it hangs perfectly. And I love all of the colors in this. They're all gorgeous. It's so pretty. Okay, and here is my closure. And I used just about all the bead stringing wire. I think it was 4 inches of wire on each side. This is a very long necklace. I think it's 30 inches. I'm not totally for sure. I didn't measure it. I'm just approximate guessing. And then down here, I could have used just a jump ring, but because this is such a long necklace and it's heavy, I made my own closure. And again, I kind of did that figure 8 thing. I did a wire wrap loop right here. Okay, I just did like one wrap around, and then with the rest of the wire, this is a head pin, by the way. I didn't use anything from my stash. Actually, I used one thing from my stash, and it was only that little green cab right there, and that was just because I wanted to glue that on there and just make it look even better. So yeah, all the wire work that you see here was all head pins, and even this is leftover memory wire that I had for those hoops there. So I made that very secure closure right there. Okay, and I crimped it off with these two crimp beads on each side to make it strong because it's heavy. And I can later on put a crimp cover over it, but I wanted to show you what I made just using stuff from their box. Okay, am I going to be able to put that back the way I had it? Something like that. Okay, and then after I made the necklace, I didn't complete it. I strung it up and I put it to the side because I wanted to see what I was going to do with the other stuff. So I saw the memory wire and I was like, wow, I've always wanted to do a memory wire bracelet with this curated bead box because it comes with memory wire. And I put these 6 colors together, these 6 strands, and I was in love with them. It's so gorgeous. And so I alternated the 8mm with the 6, 8, 6, 8, and 6. And this is what I came up with. My mom is probably going to get this. I showed it to her and she loves it. But see, I just went around over here and I just passed like 1 bead. So when you put it on, it actually spins and it's more lined up. If you have a larger wrist, you can do like 2 or 3 beads passing each other. So then when you put it on, they're closer matched up, you know what I'm saying? They also sell different sizes of memory wire if you do have a larger wrist. Alright, so there's that. It's so gorgeous. So then after I made the necklace, I wanted to do stretchy bracelets. And I loved these beads here by themselves. I just thought they were so gorgeous that I only needed these in a stretch bracelet. And I think all of them are in this bracelet. It's like an 8-inch string. or was it 7-inch string, something like that. So I put all of them in there, and I had the silver spacer beads, my knots hidden in one of those large beads, and then I did some little charms. So I have my giraffe, and then I have oddball beads, or leftover beads. So like this pearl was odd. It was actually deformed. It kind of looks like it has a dimple on the side, but it was perfect because it holds on to that little round bead right there perfectly. And yeah, so those are some oddball green ones, and I added one of those from the necklace and from there. So I thought that was cute. And then I still had more beads left over. And so this here was an oddball. So oddballs are my centerpieces. So in here I had these two, and I thought they looked so gorgeous in that necklace. I love this color more. And so I made this my centerpiece. And I love to use jump rings as spacers. So see right there, those are jump rings. And when you put it in a stretchy, see how it looks like a spacer bead? And I also, these are jump rings that came with it, but these jump rings here I made with my mandrel pliers from the head pins. And I made more jump rings to use as spacer. So there's one pearl bracelet, here's the other. Those are the patterns that I came up with. Okay, and then the earrings. These are the last two things that I made. I made this here. I had a pair of these, is it topaz? Large, like 12mm beads. And I did jump rings again as a spacer. And then pearl, and then those gorgeous green beads. And I'm dropping these. And then I did 3 jump rings, and I connected my giraffe to the first one, and then I attached it to the ear wires. So I really like those. And after I made these, I'm like, those are so darn cute. I don't think I could top these. And then I made these. I almost used all of the memory wire. I had a piece that was like this. It wasn't enough to make one single bracelet. It was open just like that, kind of looked like a cuff. And so I found the center and I cut it. I made a loop with it one end, and then I passed, well, I had to put the beads on. I put my beads on. Okay. Put my beads on. I passed the wire through the loop. I made another loop, closed it. I put a dangle there. See, I made a large loop there so I can go around all those wires and have it be loose and movable. And then I put a crackle bead there on a head pin. Well, I cut the end off the head pin, and I put my giraffe on, and there's my little earring. So it turned out really great. I'm very excited. I was shocked that I was actually able to use up all the beads. I only have, like I showed you, some lobster claws left and some crimp beads, so I thought that was crazy. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this and you're inspired by this video. I don't usually do finished videos. I always come back and I show you how to do something. I'm always doing tutorials. But yeah, I had a great time making this, and hopefully I inspire you to make something like this with your beads. And it doesn't just have to be this box, because if you are watching this at a later time, you can use beads from your stash, you can use a different box, it's up to you. Hello again, everyone. So it has been several weeks now since I created all of those designs. I did send my submission in, I would say early. I think I sent it in, I don't know, was it the 11th, 13th? I think it's somewhere between the 9th and the 13th that I sent my submission in, somewhere around there. It's been a few weeks now, like I said. Anyways, I sent it in to the website here that's listed on the flyer, and on the 5th, I think it was, I ended up getting a package, and I thought it was the next curated bead box, but it did come in like 10 days earlier than it normally does, and it wasn't in a box. I'm like, well, I didn't get an email, because here it says that winners will be announced April 1st, and your creation will also be presented with your name in our weekly newsletter. So I subscribed, I swore I did, to the newsletter, or maybe I subscribed to the Dollar Bead, because this is from Dollar Bead, the curated bead box. But I never got a newsletter. I checked my spam, it wasn't in there, so maybe I did something wrong on my end. But anyways, I got this package and it wasn't in the curated box, which I just had filmed this opening. If you want to go see that, go to my channel, you'll find it. And so I contacted them and I'm like, hey, I have a weird question. Did did I win? Was I one of the winners? Because it says prize for top 6 submissions right here. And it says what it is, right? Okay, so I asked them, I'm like, did I win? Was I one of the winners? And they ended up saying, yes, you were. But I didn't get an email. So anyways, I was really happy. And I wanted to show you guys what I won. Because I don't usually win things. There's like 2 things in my life that I can remember winning. And one was in kindergarten. The other one was the 100,000 YouTube subscriber play button, which was many years ago. So I just wanted to show you guys what I won. And I actually had, it was strange, when I made those designs, I had a feeling that I would win, but if it was random, if it was a random selected prize, then I thought that I would lose. But I worked really hard on those designs. I had a lot of fun. And my mom, I knew she would want the elephant necklace, and I thought that she would also want the memory cord, not the memory cord, the memory wire bracelet to go along with them because they look great together. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, here's the other things I made. And she's like, well, I'll take those too. I'm like, the bracelets? She says, sure. So then after I got done taking pictures of all of them, I gave her those pieces, and she's like, you're not going to give me the earrings? I'm like, you want that too? So she ended up taking the entire set, which I thought was really funny. So this is what I got. It came in a green organza bag. I love this color. It is so pretty. I love that green. And it's really pretty mixed. These are my colors that I like to work with. I'm a turquoise freak. Look at this string. I love pinks. I love blues. This one's really gorgeous. I don't know if I've got this in another box. I don't think I have. But it kind of reminds me of the ocean. It looks like water with white caps, you know, waves, right? And sand and stuff. It just has like beachy vibes. It's a really pretty strand. So whenever I get this box, we always start out with the biggest strand. And look at this one here. This is a gorgeous shade of pink. It is so pretty, and I like that it's like a dark in some places and light in other places. It makes it really gorgeous. So that's a pretty strand. And then the next one is this green one here, which is the same color as the bag. Very pretty. Okay, I like those. And then this here, again, kind of reminds me of the ocean. I actually have this same color in Czech Drux, and I cannot remember what it is called, but I would say it's like a seafoam green color, kind of turquoisey teal. It's beautiful. Oh, here's another big strand. This one's neat too. Isn't that pretty? These are crackled beads. These 2 are crackled. Then I have pearls, glass, and this one's bizarre. This is 8mm. I've gotten strands like this in the curated bead box before in different colors, and they look exactly like crackled agate, also called crackled dragon vein agate, something like that. They have a few different names, but look at how pretty that is. So it's pink, green, like a milky white color, and they're all done. They're all painted so beautifully that they look exactly like gemstones. They're gorgeous. And I know that they are glass by looking at the hole. The hole tells me so much. So if you look at the hole, you could tell that they have been painted. But they are so pretty. Okay. And then this strand here, I already showed you that one. Very beachy. I love that one. And there's so many here. So the prize was 15 strands, and I did, after I got this, I went to this paper and I read it, trying to figure out if I won, and I counted the strands. There's 15 strands, and there's a starter's finding kit, so that made me think that I won. But I'm like, I should just contact them to make sure that they didn't like run out of boxes, and they just did this, because I don't know, I have weird things happen to me like that. They would just use the bag, so I wanted to contact them. Okay, and then we have more crackle beads. Wow, this one's cool. I don't remember seeing this one. Look at how it's light and it goes dark. That's cool. I would like to keep this going. This ombre look. I see more blue here, so I think that I would try to find like the darkest ones and do a light to dark. Or have it like it is now and have the light colors in here, dark up there. Those are cool. And I don't know if I'm going to have enough space here. So this is pink and green crackled agate, but it's matte. I don't know how they did that. That looks really bright, doesn't it? In my camera. Looks super bright. Okay, there's that one. Am I going to be able to fit all this here? There is lapis lazuli. In the UK, I think they call this lapis lazuli. Something like that. So very nice. Perfect for stretch bracelet. And check out this color. It is so pretty. It reminds me of blue Kool-Aid. It has this glowy look to it. Almost like it's cat's eye inside, but it's not. But the center has this glowy effect where it's glowing. And that's like a 16-inch strand there. That one's pretty long. I wonder if that's 16. Let me see. Usually all of their 6mm are 16. Yeah, that's a 16-inch strand. Okay. And then we have some blue pearls. Those are nice. And this one here is a bead that is spray painted. It's a clear bead. You can look in the hole. See? It's spray painted. See, it's clear. Blue and purple. And it's translucent. And then they do this thing with a striping. I guess they do that with like a brush, a paintbrush. But I've been seeing a lot of purple and blue like this in check glass beads. It's pretty cool. And then this here, we have like two 6mm turquoise strands. This one's marbled. These are 16-inch. This one looks a lot like a chalk turquoise, but it has a prettier shade blue to it than actual chalk turquoise, which is man-made. And then there's this here, and I haven't seen beads like this since I was a kid. And the ones that I had were actually plastic. So this is a 6mm strand. The bead is spray painted, right? And then they do this drizzle effect on it. But this is done in a different color. And the ones that I get a lot of recently is done in like it would be a blue color like this, and then it would have a metallic blue drizzle over it. But this has two different colors, like the ones that I have had in my stash forever in plastic. And I have used them. I can't remember what I made with them though. I don't have a picture of anything. And there's this gemstone strand here, which kind of looks like crazy lace agate, but maybe not. Wait, not crazy lace agate. What's it called? Fancy agate? It's like a marbled gray and white, and there's a dark gray, light gray, and black in it. I can't remember what it's called. I want to say it's fancy. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of that. Maybe it's not that, but I like it because it's really organic and natural looking. I also got this here. The kit that comes in every one of their boxes. Findings kit. And if you've watched me do these creative bead boxes, you already know what this is. This is memory wire, bead stringing wire, earring findings, elastic cord. I love the elastic cord. It's really nice quality. Crimp beads, flat head pins, lobster claws, and jump rings. This is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like this video, leave me a comment, subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and make sure you click the bell button so that you get notified whenever I upload new videos, and follow me on my social media sites. I'm on Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Thanks for watching.